All right.
Oh, there's the yeah. They got the list up here.
All right, everybody. We are live. Hello, hello. We are here live at SDCC. And we're at the Godzilla booth. We're going to do a quick tour of the new S.H.MonsterArts figures. Squidora, yes, he's back. Hello, everybody. We're going to get a good look, a close-up look. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask those questions. I'll see them on the stream. First things first, let's take a look at this setup right here. We've got Shin Godzilla. They've got a nice display here of the past Shin Godzilla releases. So right here we have Awakening. This is the very first Awakening figure. It has some translucent parts, but it's not as vibrant as the new one because it's not using all clear parts or clear paint. They also have Ortho Godzilla here, orthochromatic version. We've got Frozen on display as well. These aren't for sale, by the way. They're not being reissued. They're just showcasing Shin Godzilla because Shin Godzilla's got a big present here at Comic-Con. And then we've got Night Combat here. So again, they're not on sale. They're just here on display just to show people, you know, the different versions of Shin Godzilla. Anyways, let's take a closer look at the display over here. So this is the Godzilla booth. It has various different elements inside of it. So let's take a look at what's on top first, all right? So we've got our exclusive edition, which is on sale here. Stay tuned for an announcement. If you guys aren't at San Diego Comic-Con, this may be going on USA Premium Bandai. You guys might be able to order this, pre-order it. It will not be shipping though. It will be a pre-order, which will be in February, usually when they're released. So if you're interested in getting this, it might actually pop up. Just stay tuned for a future announcement very soon. So they have some, these are the previous released recent figures that are here. So we've got our 70th anniversary Godzilla. We have the new 2004 reissue that's on display. We have King Goji, also known as Godzilla 1962 on display. Jet Jaguar. We've got Anguirus on display as well as Gigan. And then let's get to the new stuff, all right? We'll start with the brand new Shin Godzilla. Let me get a light on this, guys, because their display light kind of went out. But I got you. So here is the brand new Shin Godzilla. This is priced at $185 in the US. It comes with the poster. This is it's a hard cardstock poster is what it is that you can put on display. But here's another look at the figure. Uses translucent plastic throughout the entire thing. It is actually the Night Combat Godzilla plastic that they use, and they just painted it purple for the Awakening parts. But they've got a lot of elements here that are exclusive to Awakening, like the ring of purple right there at the chest. The inner mouth area right there is a nice hot purple. Your dorsals are completely translucent right there. Look at that. Let's get a closer look, yeah? Give me 1 second, guys. All right, here's your close-up of it. Very translucent.
Yeah, it's 4,000.
How much is it? 180.
Very cool.
Okay, bye-bye.
Some fantastic details right there. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We're going to look at the 2014 Godzilla now. So the 2014 Godzilla, this is a nighttime paint variant of the figure. It's got a very muted grayish brown color on the chest. There's basically no green on this figure compared to the original. The original was a lot of greens on it, but not so much on this guy. No dry brushing on the feet right there. It's a nice airbrush blending effect right there. Some weathering details. It's got a little bit of a semi-gloss look to it as well. It doesn't use it doesn't have any different sculpted pieces on there, so it's the same sculpt that was released back in 2014. So expect the same figure. The eyes, let's see if we can get even closer. I think that's as close as I can get. The eyes are a gold paint effect right there. It's kind of hard to see with this, but and it's got a matte finish on the inside of the mouth too. It's not glossy. As far as proportions go, yeah, it's the same proportions. The tail tip's got that sharp tail tip right there if you guys are big fans of that. So, but this is scheduled for July 2026. It's currently a prototype, so there still could be some things that might change on this. It's not soliciting anytime soon. That's what I've been told. So it's just kind of your first look at this figure, and this is the poster art it comes with. There's no price for this yet. There's no price announced yet. This is just a prototype that's on display. So things might change still between now and when it gets solicited. If it's based off of what traditionally happens, we might be seeing solicitation for this towards January of 2026. So, or they might announce it soon. We'll see what happens, but it's still prototype phase. But yeah, it's going to be July 2026. All right, let's move on to Biollante, 1989 Godzilla. A lot of you have asked, what's different between this figure and the currently released ones, the exclusive edition as well as the past edition. The big difference is that it's more of a traditional Godzilla black paint, black charcoal gray paint. The previous 89 figure and the event exclusive had a blue wash throughout the whole entire thing. So this is just more of that traditional charcoal gray with a darker weathering bits on it. The mouth is also a little bit more traditionally painted, so it's not like a red paint in the mouth. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, sorry about that. Somebody's underneath us. So even the dorsal spines are more of a bone coloration. Let me get a little bit closer for you guys. So there's the eye. The eyes are still dot matrix paint, but I think this is the best that they've looked at for the 89 figure. The teeth are not white as well. They're more of that traditional kind of color that's like an off-white, off-yellow. So there's your bone effects right there. There you go. There's a good view of the eye.
That one on the top.
So there's no changes to the sculpt. It's literally just the paint. That's all that's changed. It's just a darker version. I actually like it. Probably the best out of all the 89s that I've seen. And then here's the post art it comes with. All right, now, and this one is scheduled for January 2026, $135. And then let's move on to 1954. This is due in June 2026. Here's the poster it comes with. Let's take a good look at the figure here. So here's 1954. So there's no price announced for this figure at this moment, but let's talk a little bit about what you're seeing and why it's being chosen with the paint application, why it's the way it is. So this is a charging variant of 1954. The dorsal spines are translucent this time around, so that's why they look so white. It's they're actually see-through parts. You can light them up from behind. They'll glow. There's actually, we can't see it that well here, but on the back, it's a silver glow effect that's painted on the back as well. And then towards the tip of the tail, it goes back into like the traditional 1954 colors. Hey, Godzilla 97. So, and then if you're wondering, like, the mouth, the way it's painted and everything, this is it's painted this way because they're trying to emulate that glow effect. And really quick, let's all say hi to Mike's Monsters.
It's really hot and sweaty here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm zoomed in. I've zoomed in on your face right there. Look what he get. Hold it still. Yeah, there you go. So, what do you get to do today?
I get to meet Shinji Higuchi, signature.
Ooh.
Only 50 people.
Where
I
did
feel
you?
very special.
Did you get that from NECA's booth? Oh, okay.
I have friends.
Ah, contacts.
Oh,
there it is. Oh,
Hi
boy.
guys, it's nice to see you.
Yeah.
In here, but...
Little cameo from Mike's Monsters right there. So, but yeah, let's get back to this guy really quick. Let me get. Sorry, every time I touch the phone, it resets the zoom. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me zoom in even more.
Right there.
Okay, we're back. So another big difference with this figure is that the eyes are painted forward, whereas in the past ones, they are more painted like the suit, where they're off to the side. So if you guys want to look at, see what it looks like on the front view. So there's your front view of that. I know that there's some people out there that have said, you know, I prefer straight-eyed. That's what it looks like, though, with straight eyes. It's still kind of googly-moogly, though, isn't it? So, yeah, but so the reason why the mouth is painted that way is it's a charged effect. It's supposed to emulate that glowing. Again, these aren't final. This is, you know, it's like I said earlier, it's due out in June 2026. So there could be some changes there. They're seeing the feedback that people are writing about the mouth paint, so maybe they might be changing that. We shall see. So, but yeah, that's 1954, and here's a closer look of the spines right there. Very translucent. There it is. So that is it for the S.H.MonsterArts display that they've got here. Yeah. So they've got, you know, some of their lights are out on this cabinet, so it's not as lightly lit or anything. So, but this is it. They have some the Monsterverse over here in the corner. Let's take a look at the rest of the booth. They have a little Gashapon right here. If you guys want to get some Gashapon, they got somebody giving out tokens. What's he gonna get? Nobody will know. What do you hope for? What are you hoping to get? Which one? The Godzilla or the Baragon?
You know, I'm kind of hoping for Rodan.
You're hoping for Rodan?
Yep.
Okay.
What's your favorite?
You know what? I already did it, and I wanted this guy right here, the baby Godzilla, and I got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good. I'm gonna walk behind you guys here. Excuse me. So let's continue on here. So they have other things on display though. They've got, you know, some movie monster series. They have the Night Combat Godzilla here. That's from the Tamashii Nation store. They're actually selling that here as a limited time benefit. So the 2019 Night Color Edition, they actually are selling it here. They've got the skeleton. You know, you can build the body over on top of the skeleton right there. And then here's the GXK lineup for MonsterArts. These are already released. You can buy them on Amazon if you haven't done so or anything like that. They're in general retail. Some Ichibancho, Ban Presto. These are Brand Prestos down here. Some more Ban Presto down here.
Maybe we need to have someone there, like, we think. Yeah.
They have the magnet heads over there in the corner. Many movie monster series here. Many movie monster series. Some more setup here. Got some 8 Godzillas. The Odo Island Godzilla here. All right. A couple more movie monster Shin Godzillas in display. All right. And then we have a photo op that's going to start here with Godzilla. He's actually going to be walking through in just a moment. We'll probably see him on screen. Before he gets here, though, let's take a look at the Hiya display case, which is actually right across from the Godzilla booth. So anybody that's big fans of Hiya, it's all right. So we have our 2.0 King Ghidorah right here. I believe the heads are different on this, though, compared to the first two. They look like they've been changed. They look a lot better. They also have their damaged King Ghidorah on display from 1991. And we've got Monster Hunter making their debut with Hiya Toys. This is a resin prototype that you guys are seeing right here. So it's not final, it's just a pre-posed.
Is that it? That's amazing.
We've Godzilla 2000. I'm not sure why they don't have the painted version over here, but perhaps they've done additional changes to it. We also have the Hokkaido Godzilla on display here, which is, I believe it's set to be released very soon in China. Excuse me. We're going to have the 2002 Godzilla on display as well.
Yeah, they just happy and said something like okay.
Then Burning Godzilla, brand new figure that they just showed off today. None of these have release dates, by the way, on them. The brand new stuff that just came out, that they're yet to be final. And our last one over here is Monster X. The Toho sculpts, they don't use CGI data. There's no CGI data for any of these movies, so these are hand sculpted pieces. Or I should say not hand sculpted, they're 3D sculpted. So stuff, if you're familiar with ZBrush, this is what they use to make that stuff. Looks like they're going to be using a bendy wire tail for Monster X, by the way. And they gave him abs. I don't remember Monster X having abs, but I guess he's got abs. All right, next display, we have Scylla on display. This is the painted prototype. It's not a factory sample, so this is a hand-painted prototype. It looks really good. I'm definitely picking this one up. And then we have our Scar King right next to it. This is Hiya Scar King that's debuting. One of the big differences between the MonsterArts and this one is that the feet are just completely different. And that's, you know, thanks to using the CGI model, that's the big difference right there. There's your heads. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. So these heads, they're directly ripped from the actual CGI model. No pointing finger. I'm surprised. No pointing fingers. So that's your Scar King, though. They also have a stylist series of Scar King. This is a statue, doesn't move or anything like that, but it does come with alternate feet parts. So you can see that right here. It looks like it's going to come with an axe as well. And it looks like a new crystal base is going to go with it. Moving right along, we have Warbat. Warbat is going to be a complete bendy wire toy. The head will have some traditional articulation, like for jaw movement, but that's basically it. Everything else about this figure is all bendy wire. But this is definitely a pickup on my end too. I'm going to pick this guy up as well. And then we've got Beast Glove Kong on display as well. It is still coming with the silver tooth, so it looks like their Kong figure for the Hiya line is not going to have an open roaring mouth with the traditional tooth there. Because I know that they included that in the first one. So then I got the box arts up here. We all seen that box art. They also have the box art for Beast Glove Kong. These are not being sold at the convention, they just have them on display. I got the Shimo Stylist. And then we have another original monster on display, Behemoth. Another pickup I'm going to definitely make. Looks good. And then finally, the last one is Tiamat. They are still deciding whether they're going to be making this fully articulated with segments or if they're going to go with bendy wire on this. But right now, this is just a display piece. It's a resin proto, just to show you guys what it would look like. So if you're seeing these gaps in there, it's because it's a peg system. They just kind of put it together. But they're still deciding what to do. They don't know if they're going to go with the bendy wire or if they're going to go with with traditional articulation. So we will see what they do. So, but yeah, that's the Hiya display right there. And then if we turn around over here, look who's here.
That's funny. Can I see your photo?
Godzilla's here saying hi to everybody. All right, and then let me just show you guys the outside of the booth. So they've got additional details on the sides of this building. And we'll look at one last thing here before we sign off, guys. It's the Ichibansho King Ghidorah. This thing is huge. And they also have the Oscar Godzilla on display as well. These are both sculpted by Yuji Sakai. All right, guys, here's another look at the Godzilla suit. This guy made his own suit from scratch, and he's actually sanctioned by Toho. He can go around saying he's an official Toho cosplay Godzilla because he did such a really great job with designing his own suit. He was here last year. He actually redesigned his head for this costume, but it's very detailed. He comes out every other hour, and does photo ops with everybody. Okay. Well, that is it, guys. That is it for the Godzilla booth tour, Hiya booth, and everything. Thanks for joining the stream and whatnot. I'm going to have a higher quality video later. I'm going to do a highlight reel for y'all to watch after the Comic-Con is over with and everything. So, but thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later.